Ramayana, a story of Lord Rama, avatar of Lord Vishnu, which happened at Dwapar Yuga. This is just not a story to get entertained, but a big life lesson which we should implement and execute in our life to obtain grace, gratitude, happiness, good health, wealth, well-being and peace. In this video, I won't be telling you the story of Ramayana. Many scriptures books are already there to explain it in much more detail. I am going to expand on a very small happening of Ramayana, which is very important right now to understand for each and every individual on this planet. The story of Ramayana is being read in every language in the world, in every country in this world, but is it really being followed? There was an old lady in Ramayana. Her name was Shabri. She knew Lord Rama was the avatar of Lord Vishnu on earth at that time, and she was crazy devotee of Lord Rama. I should not be using the word crazy with devotee, as devotees are crazy to serve every individual, every life form made by the creator of this universe, and that's how one should be. So Shabri, the old lady, or from now we'll call her Mata Shabri, was from a lower caste, the caste from whom people never used to drink water, never touches them, always kept away from the society, away from the villages. But she was a devotee of Lord Rama and always had faith that Lord Rama will one day come to her house and she will get the chance to see him and get darshan of Lord Rama. With that faith, she every day used to gather flowers and spread it over the entrance of her house to welcome Lord Rama. She used to collect fruits by tasting each and every fruit. If they were sweet, she would keep it for Lord Rama. She would make sure that Lord Rama tastes all sweetness if he comes to her house. Lord Rama was the king of Ayodhya from Kshatriya family and from higher caste. When he agreed to go for 14 years Vanvas, that is living in forest away from villages for 14 years, he visited Mata Shabri's house once. Looking at Lord Rama, Mata Shabri broke down in tears. Those tears were not of sadness, but out of ecstasy. Lord Rama realized Mata Shabri was her devotee, so he stepped forward, walking over the flowers spread all over the entrance. Mata Shabri brought the fruit she collected by tasting each fruit first to check the sweetness. When she told Lord Rama, "Hey Lord, please eat these fruits, they are all sweet and personally being tasted." Lord Rama smiled and ate all the fruits. He said that's how devotee is, always serving in nature. She made sure Lord Rama gets all the comfort if he visits her house. This story is just not to learn devotee nature of Mata Shabri, but also unbiased, humble nature of great king leader Lord Rama. At this Kali Yuga right now, every individual is judgmental. Every human has created his own identity in terms of caste, religion, nationality, status and many more. There are still Hindus fighting against Muslims and Muslims fighting against Hindus. A Marathi will not get involved in Gujaratis fight for rights, and Gujaratis will not get involved in Muslims fight for rights. Oh my God, he is black, he shouldn't be allowed among whites. That's what is going on in West, which is trending now. But instead of looking at others, we should look at ourselves. Here in India, there are still people who are fighting for basic rights and not even allowed to enter temple because they are from lower caste. Article 15 is the best movie which explains the current scenario of modern India. Judging people basis on their caste, religion, color, is it really good? Now, one more classification has arrived: status, work status, money status. Hey, don't call that man in a party, bro. He's a driver or he works as a mechanic. This is our modern world right now. If we have read Ramayana and follows Lord Rama or is a devotee of Lord Rama, then you could learn from this story the humble, unbiased nature of Lord Rama. He was from a higher caste, a king, but still he visited Mata Shabri's house, who was from a lower caste, with complete unbiased nature, with love, care and respect. It's very simple and pleasant to live with a loving and caring heart, isn't it? Then why do we fail in doing so? So let's start being loving and caring and giving respect to each and every life form on this planet, and let's see how the world and the society turns after few days. Let's notice the change, let's be the part of the change, and let's be consistent in this.